So they make it very easy for them to have control over you as soon as you touch down. Passport is gone. Your only transportation, your only mean of communication is through this handler, and everything goes through him. They don't even interact with the girls to set this thing up. The keeper, the handler, he does all of that. This room, right? And they say whatever they hold these things, these events at, you can always tell because the smell always lingers. That's how bad it is, y'all. Being a mansion, marble floor, $1 million furniture. So that lets you know how often and frequent these poop parties are, because you're not mingling with these multi-million, billion-dollar dignitaries. They're not even looking your way. You're on one side of the room with the 304s, the Saudi kings and billionaires and princes, they're on their side. You're up here getting stuff like a pig getting ready for slaughter with the finest foods, the finest wines, the most expensive liquors that money can buy and you can think of. To tell you it's time, okay? You go back into your room. They'll probably tell you to get undressed and wait for your guy, or usually guys. These men come in and y'all do the do, right? And before the deed is fully done, they're going to kablow over your face, all of it. And you can't wipe it off. You have to act like you enjoy it. And if you don't, they're going to beat the dog mess out of you and tell you you got to leave and you're not going to get no money. So now their thought process is, well, we here now, but it gets worse. After said completion, right, all the people involved, that's when the boo-boo starts. And they get in squat position on your face and let it go. And they dare you to wipe it off. They dare you to gag. They dare you to look sick. They dare you to look, or they're going to beat the dog mess out of you. You're in it now. You want this money or not? So I think about 48 hours of different groups of men coming in and out of this room. Or it might just be a big grand room of all you and the girls. They just circling around, making you just get booted on. On top of that, they may bring out dogs. Leave that up to the imagination. So gotcha. Not only are you doing all these embarrassing things, you sign an NDA. Not only do you sign an NDA, you are on film. Do you not think these rich people want to see and review their nasty deeds over and over again? You are on film. And anytime you want to blackmail, or you want to go to the press, or you want to tell your story to get ready for your grandma to see boo-boo on your face, and no one's been exposed because it's like, who wants to be that person? Who wants to be the sacrificial lamb of the boo-boo club? Now, these are the best case scenarios. You do your dirt, you get humiliated, you get the cash, and you go home. That is not the case for everyone. Like I said, there are hundreds of cases of girls going to Dubai and going missing. So if they want to drive you in the middle of a desert and put you in a shack, some of these girls are doing it for as low as 10. I've heard some girls getting 100K. I'm assuming the more money you get, the more depraved, the more violent, the more disgusting acts that you have to do. The next morning, you're back on a plane, back to your country. And if they like you, they'll call you back like, hey, you want to make some more money? And if not, then you get to live with the shame. You know, like I said, if you one of them social media models and influencer, even these girls trips, be careful with these girls trips, going to Dubai or going to any of these foreign places. Be sure that you are aware of the people that you are going with. That was it. I think that's pretty much the majority of it.
Only one does. He has sex with me and he comes all over my face again. And then he pops and squats and poop all over my chest. And when he was pushing it out, it literally, it became liquefied and got in my face and mouth. I started instantly to pop up and start throwing up everywhere. He grabs me by my hair and slaps me so hard and tells me he's not finished. But I could not stop throwing up since I had poo in my mouth. With his broken English, he told me, and if he doesn't finish, then I don't get paid. Right then and there, I never missed my board.
I moved to Dubai to become a Porta Potty. And if you don't know what that is, it's women who come to Dubai and get pooped on for $50,000. Nah, I'm just playing. I just said that because there's so many people in my TikTok comments trying to convince me that that's what I do for a living out here. But anyway, black girl living in Dubai. What I spent in a day living in Dubai. So y'all know I just moved into a new apartment and it been beating my pockets down. My custom bed and mattress was only $1,000. My custom curtains and installation was $700. $300. I went to Home Center and got a few things for my house. I think I ended up spending only about $300 in there. Quick little acai break. I spend like $20 on these every day. My Celine bag was so dirty. I literally haven't worn it in so long, so I got it clean. That was about $150. And this is literally why I love living in Dubai. They will come to you for all of your services. Ciao. I spent like $3,000 on Amazon and I'm still ordering stuff. But my house is going to be so cute. I hadn't worked up an appetite, so I had to order me some salmon, and that was like $30. But anyway, follow for more. Black girl living in Dubai. Hi.
It was like Dubai.
That is the worst thing I've ever seen, that Dubai thing. I went looking for it.
I went looking for it too. How much money would it take?
For me to be that one of those girls?
Yeah.
None. I'd do it for free.
40 billion. No. Yeah, I love pistachio ice cream.
Do you know what? I would just do it for free. No, I don't think there's any amount of
billion.
Money. No.
Billion.
You will never remove that smell from your nostrils. I'm telling you.
You'd be flossing your teeth.
Yeah, you'd be like
as well. All right, this one's called Dubai Porta Potty.
So if you ever wondered if what you heard about Dubai is true, it is. Like, the girls out here are literally getting pissed on. I thought the bathroom smelled like urine. I opened up one of the drawers after dinner. There's a t-shirt filled with urine and poop. I get that all cleaned up. Get ready for bed, get in the bed. The bed smells like urine. The sheets smell like urine. I strip the bed. I'm disgusted. I'm on the couch. I can't sleep.
She's like, oh, I found a t-shirt filled with piss and urine, so I cleaned that up. Why are you cleaning that up?
Like, the level that people will go to for money and to flex or whatever.
Explain to me, it's a slippery slope. They start you out like, oh, you'll just...
But think about it. Like, no. They know. So, but think about it.
But you need plausible deniability. Oh,
I didn't know.
Okay, and you have that because it's a foreign country. You can blame it on the language. You can blame it on anything. And then you come back here.
But that's a universal.
Hey guys, and I'm back with yet another video for you guys. Now, today's video is a little disturbing, so I'm giving you a heads up. If you don't want to hear anything really graphic or something that might churn your stomach, then I'm giving you 3 seconds to cut out now. 3, 2, 1. For those of you that are still here, check this out. I know that Dubai is painted as like, Vegas, for the Middle East and things like that. And it may be true. Dubai is extremely glamorous, very flashy. There's beautiful things, beautiful buildings, beautiful people. But the dark side of Dubai is, what you guys don't realize is, a lot of these supermodels and Instagram models, when they go over there, a lot of horrific things happen to them. I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want my account banned. But let's just say there's a lot of people that get used for toilets over there. Read between the lines. People get put in cages. People get used as toilets for money. I know firsthand about a few girls that went there and had a horrible experience. And I'm not saying it happens to every girl that goes there. But chances are, if you see a beautiful supermodel girl taking selfies in Dubai and you don't see her man with her boyfriend or any girlfriends and stuff with her, chances are she's being flown out by a, super wealthy guy. And it's not, don't think that it's, the Arabs doing this. I mean, they might too, but it's rich, wealthy Russians that go there, wealthy Chinese guys that go there, wealthy Armenian guys that go there, and from all over the world. It's like a playground for the wealthy, right? But a lot of disgusting things happen in Dubai. I'm here to tell you. Listen, it's not what you think. Those girls go over there and they have a great time, but they pay a big price for it. And it's going to take more than one video to really get into it, but check it out, because there's actual agencies that specify in just that, booking girls just for that purpose. Stay tuned for part 2. Drop a comment.
All praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. This video will be entitled Dubai Porta Potty, Something Strange for a Piece of Change. And you saw a collection of videos in the beginning. I don't remember what order I put them in, but this is a new thing to me. I never knew such things existed. I kind of only in probably the last year or so I've even come to the understanding or the knowledge that such a world exists where women go over to Dubai and you saw the videos. And I think it's disgusting. I mean, it's appalling, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. Just as we see black culture going in a way where the women now are being almost all women now, not just black culture, but you know, these people are doing things such as getting their bodies augmented. You see, so there's a lot of wickedness going on. The way that the women dress and they behave, the pride of women, the what's the word? The man, I'm struggling for words, you know, and that's not a normal thing for me. But these women's inability or unwillingness to be submissive, to be wives, you know. So nowadays the fashionable thing is to just be whores. So you see that going on. So I'm not gonna beat you over the head with all the videos. I mean, you saw them, and I apologize for the lengthy intro. But sometimes you have to do that to establish, you know, what you're talking about. Like myself, I needed an explanation. I needed to know what a porta potty was. So I'm only even just that phrase, the phrasing porta potty, and that being, you know, used to only mean one thing to me, but now it means more than one thing to me. And in this video, I may go into a fit of uncontrollable laughter at any moment, so just bear with me. So this is from the Urban Dictionary, all right? And this is the term Dubai Porta Potty. And it says an Instagram influencer who travels to Dubai to get pooped on by wealthy Arab men for large sums of money, which is a complete, man, they don't make enough money, you know. They don't make enough money for me to do some shit like that. And it's ridiculous. But it shows a moral decay in the world and in the society of Babylon the Great. But I mean, now there was a video, one of the videos that I in that collage of videos from the beginning, I think it was this one right here where this guy was talking about it. Right? He was saying that it ain't only Arab men, it's, you know, Russians, Chinese, you know, whoever got money can go to Dubai and do that. But they probably do that in their own countries. Dubai is just a popular place that you hear about, you know. And I have been saying for a long time, what's so great about Dubai? Why do people want to go there? Now, that doesn't mean everybody that wants to go there is doing that. Because my mother-in-law went there, and she over 70 years old, so I'm sure she wasn't involved in nothing like that. But I'm just saying, people have popularized it. I think the first person I really heard talking about it the most was Drake, the rapper Drake. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just a thing. So we got the definition of porta potty. An Instagram influencer who travels to Dubai to get pooped on by wealthy Arab men. It should just say wealthy men. Now, Dubai is a place ruled by Arabs. It's in the Arabian world, and they got the most money by wealthy Arab men for large sums of money. However, like you know, the brother said in the video, not brother, like the guy said in the video, other men do it too. Now the phrasing of the phrase something strange for some change, you know, and really the saying is something a little strange or something strange for a little piece of change. Okay, so you see different variations of that. And the first person I heard use that phrase was Mike Epps in the movie Next Day Air. All right, Next Day Air. Anyway, this is what it means: something strange for some change. A person, male or female, willing to pay you some money to do either sexual favors or sometimes humiliating sex acts. All right, and I know you hear the fireworks in the background, so just you know what day it is according to these people. So yeah, that's definitely humiliating to be, you know, to be in a manner of a sexual manner like that for some money. Now, important to know that one of these videos, and I tried to research it, but I have my own beliefs. In this one video where that chick was saying black girl in Dubai, like that, right? She said she moved to Dubai to become a porta potty, and then she said, no, I'm just playing. She said because people are in her TikTok videos on her comment board trying to convince her that's why she moved there. Now when you go to her channel, and I forget what it's called, something like Extreme, or I forget what it is, Extreme Entrepreneur or something like that. She got a bunch of videos, but most of them showing herself in Dubai, you know, living that life or whatever, living that fast life, you know, money and all of that. But she says that she got her own company now. She says she got a call center or something like that, but I don't believe it. I believe she's a porta potty. She just moved over there, but that's just my opinion. All right, so you know, you don't got to take my word for it. Anyway, let's get into the video now. I mean, this is disgusting, but when you serve the God of money, when you make money your Lord, then you'll do anything to get it. And I can't see myself in a position where I would love money so much that I would, degrade myself in that manner. This is terrible. Anyway, this is going to be Luke 16 verse 13. It says, no servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and money. Okay, when you make your lifestyle one of riches, and that's been popularized by these celebrities, these movie stars, particularly in black culture, you are very covetous people. And all the women now, they want to be, they want somebody to fly them out, eat in the finest restaurants. They'll tell you that, Cheesecake Factory is beneath them, this restaurant is beneath them, or whatever, which I find that disrespectful. But whatever, if you're too good. But see, the thing, like I said, with women is that they'll tell you that if you go on a date with them, taking them to Cheesecake Factory is disrespectful, but they'll go with a group of their girlfriends to go to Cheesecake Factory and they'll enjoy the shit. So, it shows you the hypocrisy of women. Anyway, as the scripture says, you cannot serve the Most High and mammon, which mammon is riches, okay, or the God of riches. It says, and the Pharisees also, who were covetous, heard all these things, and they derided him. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but the Most High knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of the Most High. So you have to be very careful that you don't be, an abomination in the sight of the Lord. You so busy worrying about, the finer things in life, doing all that, which is a worldly spirit to have. You have made yourself an abomination to the Lord by allowing men to, poop on you, pee on you. And they mentioned that maybe even animals could be involved in certain instances and this and that. With all that shit with them damn fetishes, that shit is unnatural. It's weird. It's unnatural and it's wicked. It's unnatural and wicked. Now in this video, this woman was reading a statement from somebody who had been through it. She wasn't talking about it herself, but in any event, she probably one of them too. So the things that, for that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of the Most High. So you have to be careful. That's why you should live by what's in this book. And you have to understand, when it comes to something like poop, urine, right, excrement, and such things, blood, these things defile you. Particularly what comes out of you, that excrement, it defiles you. And when you go back into the law, it was told the Israelites that they have to cover it up. Let's just read it now for a little edification. This is Deuteronomy 23:9, and it says, when the host goeth forth against thine enemies, then keep thee from every wicked thing. So when you going forth to war against enemies, the Lord said, keep yourselves from every wicked thing. If there be among you any man that is not clean by reason of uncleanness that chanceth him by night, then he shall go abroad out of the camp. He shall not come within the camp. But it shall be, when evening cometh on, he shall wash himself with water, and when the sun is down, he shall come into the camp again. Thou shalt have a place also without the camp, whither thou shalt go forth abroad. Now this camp is talking about what? The encampment, the place where everybody is, okay? Or really, when it's talking about going to war, the place where all the soldiers and all the men are. That's the camp of the warriors, soldiers, the encampment. It says, thou shalt have a place also without the camp, whither thou shalt go forth abroad. And thou shalt have a paddle upon thy weapon, and it shall be, when thou wilt ease thyself abroad, thou shalt dig therewith, and turn back and cover that which cometh from thee. So if you, to use the bathroom, you're supposed to cover it up, right? Why is that? Because it's an unclean act. It says, for the Lord thy power walketh in the midst of thy camp to deliver thee, and to give up thine enemies before thee. Therefore shall thy camp be holy, that he see no unclean thing in thee, and turn away from thee. Okay? So if that's the case, it's an unholy thing for you, that substance. Why would you let somebody disrespect you for? And people say, well, they paying enough money. Well, yeah, when you listen to them two Edomite chicks, them two British girls, what did they say? The one girl said, I don't give a damn how much you give me. She ain't said that way. She said 40 billion. 40 billion she would even do it. And the other one said you would be flossing your teeth. It'd take you forever to get that damn smell out of your nostrils. I mean, you just have to think about that. I wouldn't be able to hold it together. I would throw up all over the place. I mean, flipping it to women. Like, say if there were rich, billionaire, Saudi billionaire women that wanted to, fly men over so they could do that same thing. I couldn't do that shit. I couldn't do it, man. But this is what happens things like this happens when you turn over your life to riches, when your covetousness and your God is money. And just real quick, the Lord warned about, wealth and riches. Now it says here, 1 Timothy, I'm gonna just jump in here at 6 and 6. It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain. So serving the Lord and being happy about it, that's great gain. It says, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be there with contempt. You got food to eat, right? You got clothes on your back. You got clothes to wear. You got food to eat. You should be happy with that. And have godliness with contentment, which is great gain. It says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, which is a trap, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Right? The love of money. You love money so much you're willing to degrade yourself. Let someone relieve themselves on you, even after you do the sexual acts, because really they're just high priced whores. These women are high priced whores, and this attitude among young black women, that's why they act like that. Beware when you hear them women talking about them girls trips, they going to Dubai, this, that, and the other. Because you have a lot of that going on. Them damn nigga women, they be going to Dubai. You hear about that a lot. And then they come back. If they come back with money, you know what it is. It goes on. It says, let's read that again. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Right? You see? So you hear about that, and hey, you can also get disease from that. You can get really sick because that stuff is waste. Right? It's waste. Now I want to read the scripture here, and this one's been coming out a lot lately, particularly dealing with this guy Anton Daniels, but we always read this when it comes to money. This is what the Lord said about money. Luke 12 and verse 15, he said, and he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness. And covetousness is greedy for gain, greedy for possessions, material wealth. Take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesses. Absolutely. It's not about what you have. Okay. It's about serving the Lord, having a relationship with the Almighty. Let's also read 1 John chapter 2 verse 15, because if you into this Dubai stuff, money, right? You women are willing to degrade yourself, down yourself for large amounts, or even whatever amounts of money. You got to be careful of that. I mean, not only be careful of it, guard yourself against having that attitude is what I mean to say. All right. Damn fireworks is, messing with my train of thought. 1 John 2:15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Father, Salakia, he that doeth the will of the Most High, abideth forever. So that's what it's all about, doing the will of the Lord. Now, this right here is the pride of life. Black girl living in Dubai, all that shit. Talking about what she bought. See, it's really ridiculous when you think about it, because we're under the curses. But people are willing to degrade themselves and sell out, because that's what you are. You're a sellout. When you're willing to, whore yourself out, rent your face, for whatever means, whatever they're doing. No, without getting too graphic, other than what's already been said in the videos, the intro videos. But when you're willing to do that just so you can have material possessions and eat the finest foods and get a view of the city, but you have to think about it. You over there among them damn idolaters. Them people worship another god. That whole place, man. And when the Lord comes back, Dubai gonna be taken down. Okay, and look at that. Yeah, there you go. You already see. You see what that's about. That's why she like that. Crazy, but and you can see that when you watch. I was on TikTok watching some of that chick videos. Oh, tremendous, gigantic, crazy BBL. Look at that shit. She don't even walk right. Look at that shit. Shit crazy, man. Look at that. Misshapen. The little ass legs. Man, you women crazy, man. Look at that shit. Little ass hallway. You willing to do all that? You could eat good food at home. You learn how to cook right. So that's that lust of the flesh and that pride of life. Okay, or really it's the pride of life that's got her, in that manner. I don't even think I'm gonna read that one. So let's read here now about these idols and whatnot, because that is idolatry. You worship money. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14 verse 22. It says, moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High, but whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously, or grieved them by adultery, so that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanness. And that stuff in Dubai, that porta potty nonsense, that could be described as shameless uncleanness. It says, for the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. Okay. And the bottom line is this: that whole place, Dubai, is under the vibration and worship of the Islam. That's an Islamic place. You see? So you'd be happy to know those out there that are worship of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, when Yahweh Shai comes back, all that wealth, everything will be taken from that place. The Lord is going to take over the whole earth. And people in Dubai, they're going into slavery, man. Bottom line, if they're not, those that are not Israelites, they're going to be slaves. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to this whole world being taken over by our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai and the Israelites. This is Revelation 21. In verse 7 it says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable, and that's what you are, you're abominable, right? If you're a porta potty, you're abominable. And murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters, you're also idolaters. And all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. So you're going to be caught in that nuclear destruction. Now let's say you move to Dubai and you live over there when the Lord comes back. Well, the chair's probably going to zap you. They're going to probably zap you, or you're going to be put to death in other ways. All right, bottom line, all Israelites that are not under the blood, as it were, or that are not that the Lord doesn't claim you as his own, you're going to be destroyed. I ain't going to read that one. So let's close out here in 2nd Esdras 15. I think I said enough. This is 2nd Esdras 15, and I'm going to start at verse 1. And before we do that, I want to actually go and read that from Wisdom of Solomon 14 in the Good News translation, if I can get it to come up here. Let's see if we can. I was interested in hearing that from the Good News translation. And this is a wicked world. This is a wicked place. These damn women, man, that black culture and these women particularly, they ain't worth a damn. It says the results of idolatry. Wisdom of Solomon 14:22 from the Good News Translation. It says one thing led to another. It was not enough to be wrong about the knowledge of the Most High. They lived in a state of evil warfare, but they were so ignorant that they called it peace. They murdered children in their initiation rituals, celebrated secret mysteries, and held wild ceremonial orgies with unnatural practices. They no longer kept their lives or their marriages pure. A man might kill another by an act of treachery or cause him grief by committing adultery with his wife. Everything was a complete riot of bloody murder, robbery, deceit, corruption, faithlessness, disorder, falsehood, harassment of innocent people, ingratitude, moral decay, sexual perversion, broken marriages, adultery, and immorality. The worship of idols whose names should never be spoken is the beginning and the end, the cause and the result of every evil. You see that? People who worship them lose control of themselves in ecstasy, or pass off lies as prophecies, or live wickedly, or break their word without hesitation. They tell lies under oath and accept no punishment because the idols they put their trust in are lifeless. But punishment will finally catch up with them for two reasons. First, they were in error about the Most High when they worship idols, and second, they had so little regard for holiness that they made false statements to deceive people. When unrighteous people commit sin, they will be hunted down, not by the power of whatever thing they swear by, but by the punishment that sinners deserve. Man, that's a hell of a translation. Wow. So this is what's coming, and most of these people that allow themselves to be pooped on, they're going to die before the time anyway, because they're not before their time, but they're going to die before the time when the Lord comes back anyway, because it's just a matter of time before you get some kind of disease, because that's the body emptying out its waste, right? Things that the body cannot use, they come out. That's really what it is. Your body is separating nutrients from things in food that are not useful, or after it's sucked out all the nutrients that are the things you eat, it flushes out the rest, and then here you go taking money to let somebody put their waste on you. It's completely immoral. It's rotten. It is 100% wicked. You see? And the women that live over in Dubai that moved over there, you ain't allowed to, you ain't gonna get the truth in Dubai. All right? There's no way you over there, you ain't thinking about the Most High. You think about yourself. That's what you thinking about. So you're gonna be destroyed. 2nd Ezra 15. I'm just going to jump right in here, verse 5. It says, Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right. So you see that. This is completely, extremely wicked. Other than being extremely disgusting, it's downright wicked. So we'll leave it right there. This has been Dubai Porta Potty. Something strange for a piece of change. All right. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.